KISW.
BJ, I'm very excited. I love our next guest, and I love what it says in his bio. He lives a healthy vegan lifestyle in the Los Angeles area, but still has no problem stapling his, boys to his leg. Please welcome to the show, Steve-O.
Yeah.
Woo. That's awesome.
To be fair, over the last year, I've been eating clams and shrimp.
Oh, yeah.
But other than that, and I suppose I guess I can't say that.
There you go, ladies. If that's the case, Toppy's a vegan, then for sure.
Yeah. Right. But other than that, I've been strictly vegan.
It could make you a cannibal, actually, that other lifestyle. Of course, I love the documentary that was done on you on MTV.
Thank you, man.
You just, it's for folks that didn't know you, except like we all saw you how we saw you. A lot of us first saw you on Jackass.
Sure.
That's when we first came in contact with you. And then as we've seen you over the years and said, all right, let's see a little bit more what's going on. It's so funny. You were a crazy SOB from pretty much day one, and they sought you out. I didn't know that. For some reason, I thought you were all buddies, and then MTV said, look at these crazy guys just, taking shopping carts and getting killed in them.
Right.
Let's put and the whole idea with Ringling Brothers, and you wanted to be a stuntman, and
yeah.
So you really are doing what you wanted to do. Which for me just gave me a lot more of an appreciation for it, because other people might say these are guys just getting all wasted and getting wrecked up, but you've always wanted to be this guy.
I did exactly. I was like Babe Ruth, just pointing to left field and just smacking it over there.
And you're still doing it, and I want to tell you, you're doing it drug free.
Yeah.
Which I have a lot of respect, because look, it's sometimes if you're altered, it's a lot easier to do some stuff.
Sure. It's funny, sometimes, not all the time, I'll say, I've been clean and sober for a while, and people would cheer. And it's funny to me, like, would they cheer for a diabetic who said he hadn't had sugar for a while? Because that's really what it is,
It's so true. And it's probably weird that they're cheering as they have a drink in their hand. Like,
sure.
Yeah, man.
That too.
We'll do shots in your name.
I strictly don't recommend being clean and sober I don't. Unless you absolutely have to stop, In my case, I did.
That would be the greatest PSA known to man if that was like on TV.
Right.
It's just you saying, look, don't.
I had to stop, man. I mean, if you think about it, I've been clean and sober since Johnny Knoxville stepped in and pulled an intervention.
Oh,
and you have a serious problem when your interventionist is Johnny Knoxville.
Yeah, there had to be a lot. Really? Are you doing this?
Yeah. That was great.
Yeah, well, it's and in that special that you did, man, I mean, it really showed the dark side. It's the opening of you just huffing your ass off and just being and letting people film that, where you just look like you're not even you. I mean, it's just like, man, what led you to, like, how did you think, okay, this is what I'm going to do and I'm going to let people see this? What was the motivation?
I don't know. I was just, I had a real fear of I guess the spotlight leaving me, and so I became more desperate to film everything all the time. There's an old saying: if you're not appearing, you're disappearing.
And
I guess I had that kind of like fresh in my mind. So I was filming just around the clock, and as things got darker and darker, it was all documented. I think that to this day, probably one of the craziest stunts, if not the craziest, was taking that box of video footage that comprised that TV show and just handing it over and saying, all right, do what you want, because there was and there was a lot of stuff in that box, man.
I can imagine, because if that's what you're willing to hand over,
sure.
What else is out there? Because like you said, you've been videoing since you were a young kid. And you were honest about it. I think I remember you said that you really just wanted attention. That was the whole reason for doing everything.
I am an attention whore through and through, man.
Knoxville
will tell you that he's an attention whore, and I'm an attention whorehouse.
The BJ Shea Morning Experience on 99.9 KISW.